I'm Stuart Bloor. I've said that a few times, haven't I, over the years? That's the way that I introduce my Angling Journal videos, and whilst the introduction may be the same each week, the venue and the species are very different. And this time I'm on the Severn, the middle Severn, and I'm after barbel. One of the phrases I will use a lot, particularly at this time of the year, the winter, is window of opportunity. And certainly for barbel, those are the things that you look for. It's a mild day, water temperature is reasonable, the river is falling after some recent rain, came in from the southwest as well. Colour in the river, everything looks good, should be in for a good day. Mind you, having said that, there are times when we look forward to good catches and we struggle. Other times when we think we struggle and we catch. That's the beauty of fishing, isn't it? And I suppose as we head out, we don't know what to expect. It's me now on this river. Looking forward to a good day, but who knows? Let's find out. I'm in my swim now. It's lovely and peaceful, apart from when the ducks start. No doubt you'll hear those on the video. And I'm just about to tie my rig, and make my rig about 2.5 feet, and I'll be fishing hair rigs, so my baits will be hair rigged. I'll write a little bit more about all that sort of stuff in the article. As I said earlier, it's a beautiful day, but of course, as you notice, I've got my winter suit on. In the afternoon when the sun sets, and then when it gets dark, and I will be fishing into dark, it certainly gets chilly. Too many anglers get caught out, see a little bit of sun, turn up in the summer clothes, and then forget that it is actually winter. But I've come prepared. Hold this up to the camera. There's the hair rig setup that I've tied. And as you will notice there, that's mono. Often anglers think of braid when they think of hair rigs. And of course, we often do fish with braid. And certainly when I'm barbel fishing and I'm in a place where there are snags and I need that extra quality that braid brings into the equation, then I do fish with that. But when I can, like this particular section that I'm on now, it's easy enough to fish with mono, then I will go for that. That's my chosen hook length, if I have the choice, of course. And I'll tell you all about this. I'll tell you all about the hook that I'm using there, and of course the brand of line in the article. Right, let's get this onto the rest of the setup. The rod, I've already got the lead on there, and put the bait on. PVA bag, pellets, a few free offerings, and I'll have the first one out. And you can hear the ducks, they've started now. The mallards, there are quite a few on this section of the river. There's the bait. And what you can do is you can just take a little bit off the edges there so that you present something that doesn't look like it's been manufactured and cut out. So, you know, confidence-wise, I think at the very least, certainly from an angling perspective, it's an attempt to try and fool the fish, isn't it? And I'm now at the stage where I'm ready to cast out. The rubber is about to hit the road, and there's the PVA bag. Some pellets in there, a few freebies as well. You can just about see the hook bait tucked up in the corner. Let's get this out. In. You saw me playing a fish there. Well, here it is. Just a babby, as we say in these parts, but a babby is better than a blank. Great to be off the mark. Let's get it back in the river. That was brilliant. I'm watching the rods now, by the way, so I'm looking away from the camera. That was brilliant, just to catch that fish. Not a particularly big one, but yeah, not a blanker, as I said. The thing is, though, with angling, that we have to think it through, and I'd got this slot planned so I'd got a day free or afternoon free, and I was originally intending to go pike fishing, but with the conditions, the upturn, you know, very summer-like almost. I'm in my short-sleeved t-shirt here. With the upturn in the conditions, I thought about it, and the river as well. So both sides of the water, the surface of the water, looking very good. I thought it's got to be barbel. Hence, I decided to make that change, and I think that's important as an angler. Think about your fishing, plan ahead. You might only have a certain day when you can go. That might not be, you know, variable. That might be fixed. But think about that particular day, and don't just say, "I'm going for this particular species." Think about the conditions. Think about what's happening out there, and then plan accordingly. And sometimes it might just be that little change that we make. Decided to go for barbel instead of pike, and we had a fantastic day, maybe a personal best. So think about our fishing rather than just go. I'm into my second fish here. I made a reference to I might catch a personal best. I don't think this is a personal best. Yeah, the ducks are excited. It's coming in, and I'm going to drop down now and net it. I don't think it's a bad fish actually. It's certainly bigger than the first one. Yeah, it's okay. Let me get in the net. This is definitely a better fish. It's in the net. Oh, there you go. And I'm just about to get a photograph. That fish is now back, and I'm baiting up again. That was on a boilie, so I put a new boilie on, and I'm putting some pellets, betaine and standard pellets mixed together into a PVA bag, and a few loose offerings of boilies as well. Put them in. Perhaps about half a dozen freebies. The fish are feeding well. Oh, I've got another one. I was on that in a split second. As I said, I've got another one. The fish are feeding well. I'm losing count now. It's a nice problem to have, isn't it? This feels like another good fish. Having said that, it's took me into some weed, so it will feel like a good fish when it's wrapped around some weed. It's out now. What I did was just very simple. Just put the rod down, obviously not walked away from it. Put the rod down, took the bail arm off, and then the fish got out itself. I tricked it, and now I'm about to net it. It's in the net now, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to weigh it because I think it's a double. And there it is. Beautiful fat fish. Really, really solid as well. Excellent. Well, I don't know where that rain came from. 1 minute it's a lovely day, bright, clear sky. Next minute this storm, well not storm, but this rain appears from nowhere. That's the British weather, isn't it? I'm really happy, as you can imagine. I'm as happy as those ducks that are quacking on the river. I've gone quiet now. I've come on. There was probably about 40 or 50. Just had a message there, my phone. About 40 or 50 all quacking away. One of the things about fishing, sort of fishing I do, is you have to put the time in, and it's great when it comes together. And I'm sure sometimes, you know, people think you sort of making things up. I remember one time on the lower Severn, I forget the exact figures now, but it was something like my first 5 barbel, or certainly 5 out of 7, something like that, in the summer from June, the middle of June, were all doubles. And when I was catching them and photographing them and reporting them, no one said anything to me, but I think maybe there's someone out there thinks that you know, he's caught one and he's sort of doing these pictures. But of course, if you do follow my angling journal on a regular basis, you know that I report everything. I report the blanks, I report the times I struggle, and of course I do, fishing all year round in all conditions. Then I see everything really, from those fantastic days when you get those great fish, right the way through to the days when you just simply cannot even get a tap, fishing maggots down the local canal. I fish everything in between, all of those conditions, but when it does come together, well, that's great. Well, the video comes to an end now, but I'm still here, I'm still fishing. So as always, if you want to know how I get on, then of course read the article. Oh, I've got a call, I think I'd better answer that. Hello, Deb. Hello, Deb. Yeah, I'm filming this. Yeah. Well, I really am going now. The video does come to an end. My wife said, you'll have to tell them I was ringing up to congratulate you on your barbel. So, oh, the ducks are off now. Finally caught them on film. Well, on film, caught them making their noise, of course, in the background. The message I had earlier, it was an email, I had a notification on my phone, and it was actually from an angling company that's interested in linking together. So I think I'll leave on that note. If you've got an angling business or a water venue, something like that, anything to do with angling, and you're interested in maybe creating a bit more business for yourself, my angling journal works. A lot of people read it, watch the videos, read the articles, and of course incorporating all that in there, sponsoring my website, getting involved in whatever way, then get in touch with me. Be great to hear from you. But as I said earlier, if you want to know how I get on in the rest of the session, and of course what comes after this as well, then check out the article. Tight lines, and I'll see you soon.